Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Wow, before we get started, I do want to encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can be notified the next time that I upload. So here we are guys, a new month, a new bullet journal spread. I can't believe we're already in August. Wow. New month, but the year's already almost over. It feels like this year has definitely just flown by, and I can't believe it, to be honest, sometimes. But anyway, go ahead and grab your journal, grab your pens, and let's go ahead and get started. For my bullet journal theme this month, I don't have it specific to anything. I was kind of truly inspired by nature and kind of how nature says goodbye to summer and hello to fall. So that's what inspired my quote page over on the left-hand side. I just added a bunch of little doodles into the little leaves to make it a little whimsical, and personally, I think it gives it such a lively touch, and love how it truly started coming out and how it pulled all together. But my quote for the month of August is something very inspirational that I came across, and it says, "Time is not refundable. Use it with intention." And if you sit and think about it, it is so very true. Oftentimes we are caught in the hubbub of life or sitting stuck behind our phones, and it's just not a great thing to do, to be honest. With the time that we're given here on earth, we should truly be doing meaningful things, making meaningful memories, meaningful relationships, and just doing things that truly make us better people. I don't know if you saw it there, but I made a mistake and I fixed it with my Jelly Roll gel pen. So if you ever make a mistake and you have a Jelly Roll on hand, go ahead and use it. It is a lifesaver. But I went ahead and wanted to do this with stamps and not handwritten, just because I felt it was a little more mysterious and just a little more vintage looking. I don't know. I just definitely liked the vibe that the stamps were giving this spread. Over on the next page, I did this barren tree, which originally I was going to draw cherry blossoms on it, but I kind of like the vibe that it was giving. It was giving this air of mystery, this air of new season, and I was truly here for it. So instead of the cherry blossoms, I decided to just leave the tree barren, to kind of pay homage to fall, which is slowly yet steadily creeping upon us, and I can't say that I'm not excited. I definitely am. I might have already broken out my pumpkins. I'm just kidding, I haven't, but they are on standby. All I'm doing is just outlining with my Micron pen, just the tree branches and a little bit thornage poking out of it, which I think it gave it a lot of character. Now I'm just going back to my quote page and coloring in the leaves. I just wanted to add colors there. Oh, you poked, my son's hand poked in. I just wanted to add colors that reminded me of fall and summer at the same time, since we are beginning to change seasons pretty soon. And I feel like it really gave this spread life, these different colors that I chose. So I'm super happy that I did choose them. And if you guys are wondering, I'm using Crayola Super Tips. I highly suggest you get these markers. They are not expensive whatsoever. They're so versatile, can be used for so many things. And I have the 100 pack, so I have a whole lot of colors. I actually got mine off of Amazon. If you're interested, I will link them down below for you to grab as well. Now back to my month. I am just outlining and coloring in with a dark brown color. I originally thought I would make the tree black, but I wasn't going for a Halloween theme, and I kind of felt like it would kind of make it look like one. I was truly going for nature, so I thought brown would be a better fit. So I went for a darker brown, which again, I feel like it gives it that air of mystery and of life. I truly love this tree. I think this is my favorite spread I've done, personally, just because I feel like it just shows life in different seasons, and I just think life is so beautiful, and that we need to take the time and just look at nature and just see all the amazing things that happens within it. It's just truly inspiring. I got this inspiration from looking out my backyard. I literally have a forest in my backyard, so every time I look out there, it just looks so magical, and I just wanted to kind of capture it in a way. And I kind of feel like I did personally with how this tree came out. Next, I wanted to color in the lantern. I wasn't sure what color to use, and then I just decided to go with the traditional red, and I'm glad I did because I feel like it gave this page the pop of color it needed, and then I just added kind of like a light shine emitting from it. And then for August, I just went in with my stamps again and wrote in August. I really was in a stampy mood for this month and didn't want to do too much writing. I'm really happy with how these 2 pages turned out. I personally love them, and I feel like they really fit my nature theme. On to the next page, I have my monthly calendar and my sleep tracker. So for my monthly calendar, I just went ahead and got a little artistic with the month of August, spreading it out all across the page just to give it a little bit of a life and elegance. And for my calendar, I didn't want to do a giant calendar because I literally have about 5 planners that I use, and yes, they all have uses and they all are all for different things. But I have found from last month me doing a minimalistic calendar, it was very useful. I opened it, ticked off the days, noted what I needed to know, and I just continued on. So I think I'm just going to continue using minimalistic calendars. It works for me personally, and I'm really happy with it. And I just think it looks really nice at the end of the day, just a minimalistic calendar. Next, I just added a little notes section, just in case I have this bullet journal open and I remember that I need to write down something or come up with an idea. I could just kind of stick it in this tiny section, which is why I made it small and not so massive, because it's just for, hey, I remembered to write this down. And then these guys over here, I believe they're called dandelions. I'm sorry if I messed it up. It's 11 o'clock at night and I'm super tired, but I just wanted to add these because I feel like it was a touch of nostalgia. I remember being a little girl in Pennsylvania and picking these beautiful things and giving them to my mom and just blowing them into the wind and just watching them fly away. So that's what I really wanted to capture here was their leaves. I think they're leaves. I don't remember what they're called, but just flowing through the calendar as representation of our days flying by and how we really need to just take a minute and just look around us and appreciate everything that we have. I know that probably sounds like a super deep meaning for a calendar, but that's what I was going for. Next is my sleep tracker. This was super minimalistic. I didn't really want to do anything crazy because it's a lot of information that I'm tracking. I really don't sleep a lot, which is really bad, and it's not for lack of trying. Believe me, I try. I just tend to wake up a million times in the night, and that's probably not a good thing. I know it's not a good thing, but I honestly cannot help it. It just naturally happens. And I feel like I just need to take my sleep tracker a little more seriously and kind of see where I'm going wrong, what I need to correct. Maybe I need to stop doing something before I go to bed. And in this case, the only amount of color I added was just these little drop leaves from the top of the page. And I was just satisfied with that, to be honest. I didn't really want to overdo it too much because this page is for tracking information that is important to me and my health personally. So that's why I didn't do too much with it. But I liked how it came out. Next, I just wrote in a sleep tracker on top. I did contemplate using the stamps, but I personally thought that writing it out was a nice touch. And all I added to it was the times, and I wrote from 9 p.m. to 10 a.m. Yes, I'm at the point where if I have to even go to bed earlier in order to get enough sleep, I will do so. All I did was add a little drop shadow to sleep tracker, and that was just about it for this page. And to be honest, I like how it came out. minimalistic, but it's going to get the job done, which is what's important. Onto my next page, I have my mood tracker, which is a little more elaborate than the last few pages, of course. But I really like to make my mood trackers artistic. And for this, I was inspired by some photos I saw on Pinterest, which I really loved. Honestly, I loved the thought of making a potted plant and just drawing in the 31 days for the month of August, and each day going in and coloring a new leaf a different color. And for this spread specifically, I am going to try my dang hardest to keep it within colors that would really go with the plant. Not for any specific reason, I just think it would look really nice if I kept it in color. And me being the super color person, I think I can manage to keep it within like leaf type of colors or fall type of colors. All I do now is just add in the little blocks, which are going to have the colors colored inside, which again, I already have chosen. I think I only have one pop of color really that might throw off the leaves a little bit, but it's okay. I think we all need a little bit of color in our lives. And the emotions I'm tracking are stressed, happy, anxious, tired, calm, bored, excited, and motivated. I really want to just see about how many leaves are going to be different colors and see how I'm doing for the month. I think it's super important. I also have a mood tracker in my wellness journal if you guys are interested in seeing how I track my mood there. It's a little different, it's a little more detailed, so if you guys are interested at all in seeing that, I will link it up above so you can click on it and check it out. I highly recommend you watch that video in all because I just give you guys a few spreads that are just super simple and really a great way to track your mental health. Anyway, all I added here was some leaves dropping from the ceiling, and I'm just numbering all the leaves at this point just so that I know what day is for what leaf and I don't get confused. And after that, I'm just going in and coloring all the boxes in with what color each emotion is going to represent. I'm hoping not to see a whole ton of green, to be honest. Last month there was a whole ton of purple because purple was my anxious color. But I'm hoping not to see a whole ton of green. I really like how this spread came out. I feel like it's very whimsical, it's very fun. It kind of reminds me of a children's coloring page, which makes it a little bit nostalgic, and I feel like I'll be super excited every time I know I have to go in and track my emotions. I'm really excited to see how the outlook will be in the end, and if you guys are interested, I would definitely love to do a month flip through at the end of August so you guys can see just how everything is filled out and how everything laid out in the end. Now all I'm doing is writing in Mood Tracker yet again, and to be honest, I really hated how it came out, so I tried my best to save it by adding a drop shadow with my mild liner. Like I said, I tried my best. I really did not like how it was coming out even with the drop shadow, so I go right back in with my micron pen and I try to outline it yet again to kind of make it look like the words are jumping off the page. But you know, I really wasn't sure if I could save it, but at this point I was satisfied and didn't want to keep doing too much because I felt like I was going to ruin it, but it's good. Next on is my habit tracker, and I think this is one of my important spreads. This is definitely a spread I will always include no matter what. I made this page as whimsical as possible with a little bit of hand lettering. I wrote habit tracker in, and no, I did not use my stamps, even though I was tempted to. All I did was add little plants, little dots, and then over on the right hand side I added some houseplants. Now, I personally like to track my habits in this format. You absolutely do not have to do this. There's many, many different ways that you can do it. There's graphs, there's stamps, there's circle graphs. I just personally like the blocks. It makes me feel excited to know that I have something to go in and color. But the habits I'm tracking this month are Bujo, read, skincare, my switch time, Instagram, journal/planning, water, and stretching. I feel like these are all habits that I already do and just want to continue to make sure that habit sticks. Over on the right hand side border, I just added a few cute little houseplants that I saw on Pinterest and just thought they were so cute I needed to add them, and it really fits in with my nature and plant theme, and they were actually super easy to draw, and I just felt like I had to just incorporate them somewhere, and I didn't care where, but I felt like it fit this pretty nicely. Made some cacti, some plants, and I'm really overall happy with how they came out. All I do now is kind of just color in the pots here, different colors, all within the same theme, just because I like things being pretty cohesive. And after that, just go in and color in everything with the greenest green I could possibly find, because I really wanted to show life within my plants. And again, I went in with my Crayola Super Tip liners. And after that, I found a different green to color in my leaves at the top of my page, because I wanted that differentiate. I can't even say the word. I wanted that difference. I'm sorry, guys. After that, I just went in and added a drop shadow per usual to the words, and I like how it came out. I even added a drop shadow over to the trackers themselves. Over on the next page, I'm really excited about, it is my YouTube tracker page. Guys, I'm so excited for this page and seeing how I fill it out within this month. I have super high hopes and so much excitement for the ideas that I have and for posting. I just feel so motivated, and I can't wait to share everything with you. All I did was add in the dates for my uploads for the month of August. There will be 4. August 4th, which is today, August 11th, August 18th, and August 25th. And on the borders, I just added something a little extra. I added a sub count, which I'm really excited to track for sure, because I just love seeing growth, whether it's my own, whether it's another person. It just makes me so excited to see a beautiful change. And I am tracking from 10 to 60 subscribers. Over on my left-hand side page, I made it an ideas page, and yes, there again is my potted plants. I think I might have an obsession with drawing these things just because they're so cute and super easy and just kind of shows a life within a page. But I did make them hanging this time, so no, they are not suspended in midair like the other page. I was inspired at this point and just needed to keep adding plants. Please forgive me for my plant obsession. I most definitely do think I want to be a plant mama, so if you guys have any recommendations for plants that I will not kill, that would be absolutely amazing and super appreciated, because I feel like plants see me and they die on purpose. I don't know what it is. I just want to love plants so much, but they see me and I just don't know what it is, if they have something against me or what. But I just added little dots on the lining for the plants to signify that it's being held together, and just colored them in with that same green, just because I wanted something a little different. I didn't want that green to be constantly on every page, and I think it gave it a nice little touch. Now over on my sub count, I did cut to color in my 10. I am so happy that I have 13 of you amazing new friends, and I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and subscribing to my videos, because you have no idea just how much that means to me. Okay, on to my next spread. This is just my to-do spread. I didn't want to do anything crazy with it, just because I'm going to be writing a bunch of nonsense to you but important stuff to me, so I just made it like a paper by being held up with washi tape. And I did take my stamps in, again, just write to do, nothing big, nothing fancy, but I did make a mistake again. So I took my jelly roll, whited it out as best as I could, went back in with my stamp. Obviously it did not work too well, so I went in with my micron just to darken it a little bit, and boom, that was all I did to do. And added a little drop shadow and colored in my piece of washi tape. Also went in with my Crayola and made these lines just to give me guidance on where to write. And I kind of like how it came out. I think it looks really nice personally. I will be definitely using that. And my positive notes page was definitely inspired by my wellness journal. I made a whole page over there with post notes, and if you guys are interested, again, go check out that video. I highly recommend it. I think you guys would love it. All I do here is write a bunch of different notes, a little doodle for each of them, and just wanted to make it all look a little different, and I'm happy how it came out. I plan on using this as a good intentions page to write things that are positive, just to kind of remind me, because life is tough, life gets difficult sometimes, but does not mean it's impossible, and I really want to use this page as a reminder for that. And all I do is go in and just color a little bit here and there just to give it a little bit of life and not have it so black and white. Drop shadows here, coloring borders in, filling in some washi tape, little doodles. I just feel like it gave it so much more life, and it was just so much more pleasant to look at. So I'm just gonna always recommend that you guys color in your little doodles. I just think it just gives it such a nice touch. And again, on top, all I did was highlight notes and add a little drop shadow to positive, and boom, that's all. My next spread I'm actually really excited about. I know I keep saying I'm excited for every spread, but this is my goals spread. And the intention behind my goals spread is to be that somewhat of how we do our yearly, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. Our yearly goals, our yearly resolutions. I feel like every month we should make one of those and just have these intentions to better ourselves, to reach our goals, and so on and so forth. So I really liked this page specifically for that. For example, I do have the intention to read 4 books this month, one which I already finished, The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Oh, it was such a good read. I do plan on doing some bookish content as well, just because I am a giant book nerd. I love books so much, and I just would really love to share that love with you guys and give you recommendations, my thoughts, so on and so forth. That will actually be my next video, which I'm super excited for. But that's it for that page, and over to my gratitude page. So I'm doing a gratitude line every single day for the month of August. And again, here's my little plants making an appearance. I wanted to do a close-up shot of this just so you guys can see how super easy the lining is and kind of inspire you guys to add more plants into your doodles. But again, I just feel like it gave this page a lot of life, which I really love. Like I said, I wanted this month to be all about life and happiness and plants, and I feel like plants really encompass life. But all I do is a line from 1 through 31, and every day I'm going to write something I am grateful for. Go in again with the same colors and try to incorporate into each page as you saw, and color in my plants just to give them a little bit of life, and voila. I'm really happy with how everything came out with this spread. Even though it's super minimalistic, I love it with all my heart. Going in with another drop shadow just to give it life. My son hit my camera, sorry. But that is it. And here is the final flip through for my month of August. I am so in love with each spread. I sat down and gave so much thought to what I wanted each spread to look like. And even if it's not a complete theme, I feel like it all goes together because it encompasses life. And personally, I feel like my month of August is all about life and plants. But I truly wanted to thank you guys for all the love and support you've showed my first video. You guys are truly amazing, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the YouTube family and to meet many more of you. But yes, thank you for being a part of this journey, and I wanted to encourage you guys to start your own journals, whether it's a bullet journal, a wellness journal, a personal journal, any journal. I think you guys can accomplish so much by having one, and most definitely discover or rediscover yourself and the things that you love. And that is all I have for the month of August. I will be doing a flip through at the end to show you what everything looks like. Until then, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be here the next time I upload. Thanks for watching.